I have no idea what he prayed, but he was crying. There was emotion there. You get emotional, you realize, God used you here, but other times God is using you to plant the seed, right?
One man plants, another man
That's right,
waters,
but
yet
God
another
gets
one
the glory, right?
How are you doing, Carl?
I'm doing very good.
Awesome.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Now, tell me a little bit more about Lighthouse Harbour Ministries, please.
Our slogan, I guess, or our mission statement is to minister to seafarers of the world in word and deed. The idea being the same way Jesus not only preached the gospel, but fed, cared, emotional, physical, the whole being. And so we have a couple of seafarer centers where they can come and relax. The big draw is high-speed Wi-Fi
Yeah.
to connect with family. But we also very much share the gospel to seafarers from really all around the world.
How do the ships hear about you?
We go on the ships, almost every ship that comes to a berth, we will visit them. Our ministry has been going since the early 80s, and so we actually are seen as an essential service in the Port of Vancouver. So we work with the port authorities. So yeah, we have port passes that even during the pandemic we were essential. We were visiting the ships that never stopped. Before I go on ships, I will pray, God, you bring me across the right people. It was a grain ship that came in during COVID. And he had a great time talking with, I think he was a third officer. He seemed really open. As he was going back to China, he expressed a desire that he wanted to be a Christian. It was a tough time. He would send me pictures because he had to isolate for, I don't know, like a couple of months.
This is COVID.
COVID, yeah.
Oh,
So he
yeah.
would send me a picture. I'm in the hotel, and he took a picture of his wife and two kids on the street. He'd come home, and 2 months later, he still hadn't met his family. But he said, I want to be a Christian. So yes, great. You can trust Jesus now, right? But he found out he was coming back to Vancouver on a ship. He got across safely. His ship was in North Vancouver when it came, and we went to like a small meeting room, and I shared with him how this is what the Christian faith is, and I said, you pray, but you pray in your own words. And so he prayed in Mandarin. I have no idea what he prayed, but he was crying. There was emotion there, and he was very excited afterwards. And so, you give him materials. We hand out MP3 players from In Touch Ministries. We get them in a variety of languages. So here's English, Mandarin one for you. And his ship left. But you're still keeping in touch, right? And encouraging to read his Bible. He sent me pictures when he got home. His family's listening to the In Touch player. And so you're realizing one sailor, you're touching a family. This officer, now a chief officer, he came out to be with his wife for 6 months. They're right now applying for permanent residence in Canada. And the incredible thing is, about 6 weeks ago, he let me know he's getting baptized.
What?
And he sent me, I'd been praying they would find a church, and they found a church close that is Mandarin and Cantonese. He sent me his testimony. There were tears in my eyes as I'm reading, because you see sort of where you fit into, how God was working. So he sent me the video after he got baptized, and he's coming out of the water and just like, right. His wife is still not a believer yet. She goes to church with him. They've got I think about an 8-year-old son who's going to church. So he's learning about Jesus, and the sailor told me that his mom goes into the park every day in China to read her Bible. I don't know if she's saved or not, right? But you see like one life, and like all of a sudden, who else is it touching, right?
Yeah. Like ripples in a pond.
Yeah. So I know that was you get emotional. You realize God used you here, but other times God is using you to plant the seed, right?
Yeah. One man plants, another man
That's
waters,
right, but
yet
God
another
gets
one
the glory, right?
Amen.
And I think our ministry is no one can get the glory because you're never there from beginning to end, right? So
Right.
God actually has a way to stop you from getting too proud. Yeah,
That's a good
yeah,
one, man.
yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Carl.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
God bless, man.
God bless.